When I left House Mensa, the foundation was an idea that formed almost instantly. House Mensa was built on these principles and these rules that I believed were outdated. And I wanted to build something that could be not just for people like me who don't necessarily fit certain molds, but I wanted it to be something so that maybe wrestlers who haven't found their footing can get in here and they can hone their craft and they can become the best versions of themselves without being judged on how they look or how they feel. And so this video log will be explaining all the members of the foundation so far. And I figured, why not start with myself? My name is Josiah Mensa. I am the leader of the foundation. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I am 5'10" and 205 pounds. As for my style, I would consider myself a shoot style wrestler. I am trained in Muay Thai, trained in BJJ. I have a grappling background, amateur wrestling background. If there's a style out there that I think can better help my game, I'm gonna learn it. It doesn't really matter what it is. My story is real simple. Dad was a wrestler, grandfather was a wrestler. Clearly I wanted to be a wrestler. For a lot of people, they know that I saw Alex Strider live once, and that was all I needed to get into the business. My current status is that of a freelancer. I don't have any championships in any companies. I am not tied to any companies. I am kind of lost at the moment since losing my forever openweight championship to Ty Rain. But I feel as though I still have a lot to offer FWC. I have a lot to offer to AWE. I have a lot to offer to Madness. And I'm going to continue to wrestle. A lot of people thought that maybe I was going to retire after that match. I have no intentions to. I still have a lot to offer the business. And I think with the foundation, I have something to play off of. My strengths, obviously I have a championship mentality because I've been to the top of the mountain before. My striking is extremely good, I would say now. It's definitely improved from where it was about 3 or 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, I would try to end matches with strikes and it just wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. Nowadays, I feel like it wouldn't take that much, honestly. I believe that my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has only gotten better. I have finished multiple matches with a variation of different submissions, and I want it to be something that for as long as I'm going, I want to keep my opponents on their toes. I don't want to get complacent about what I'm doing. Obviously, I can't think too much in a match, because if I'm overthinking and I'm trying to create new submissions, obviously I will begin to lose myself. But I'm very good about sticking to a game plan once I find something. And I am durable. Durability is probably my best trait. I think that there are more matches of me where I am bleeding out of the top of my head because my opponent has made me bleed or I have made myself bleed. But at the end of the night, a lot of those matches I'm still winning. A lot of those matches I'm getting up at the end of the day. And I think that is extremely important to how I've grown as a wrestler. My weaknesses. I can get demoralized really easily after a loss. I have had a bunch of big losses to a lot of opponents that I would say I think I maybe should have taken them more seriously, or in just some regards, maybe I just should have prepared better. And it gets to me when I lose. And Obviously, I try to think of things like, well, I'm not losing, I'm learning, but a loss is a loss, and I'll take that. Another one of my weaknesses, if I'm thinking something more on the physical side, bigger opponents. I have struggled recently, or just in the past, with opponents who are significantly bigger than me. And obviously I try to break them down with submissions, and I try to target the limbs, but it doesn't always work out the way I need it to. And so nowadays I try to go power move for power move, more throws and things of that nature. I've been practicing sambo a little bit more, just so that when I have an opponent the likes of maybe like a Trey Mercer or something like that, I can maybe overwhelm them with power that they didn't expect out of me, which, hopefully that starts to work out more in the future, because I would love to show off what I can do now. And I would also say that my attitude is a weakness. As I've become more successful and won more championships, I have kind of forgotten exactly what it means to be humble about a lot of things. I used to not really care about what was happening as far as how I'm viewed or how I am presented on a card. And nowadays I want the main event. I want the main event every night. And when I don't get that, I wrestle with a huge chip on my shoulder. And when I wrestle with a chip on my shoulder, it's not like with other people. I begin to lose sight of what's important. What's important to me is fighting. I want to be the best in the world. I can be the best in the world when I'm the first match on the card. I just have to remember that. As far as my goals, I've completed a lot of them, and some of them I won't be able to. Get on FWC. Did it. Main evented FWC, actually. What's another good one? Being a champion, main eventing pay-per-views. I've done it, and I think I've done it pretty damn well. A goal of mine at one point was to get a match with Alex Strider. I talked to Strider, found out Strider is retired, so that was a goal that I was like, well, it is what it is. I was too late to the party. But despite me not doing what I was supposed to do to impress the Emperor, he still saw me, and that to me is good. And I have hopes that he'll see me as someone who can take up the mantle of the Emperor of the fighting world, because that's all I want to do. My goal now is simple. I want to be the new Emperor of the fighting world, and to be that, I have to be the best in the world. And how do I become the best in the world? Not only do I do it myself, but I bring others with me. I have a lot of good men and women in this foundation that would kill to get to the next level. And if I can bring them to the next level, that would tell me that not only am I bringing something to the table for myself, I'm bringing something to the table for everyone else. And I think that's extremely important. On a personal basis, I need to start dogging my opponents. You know what I'm saying? I need to really lock into who I am as a professional wrestler. I have adopted a few new moves to add to my arsenal. I know I try not to do it as often, but I have to show the world I'm not someone who's gonna take one loss and go away. I'm someone who's gonna use that loss and build off it, because I refuse to let someone be the best in the world and their name isn't Josiah Mensa.